What is up, everyone? Today, I'm going to be summoning on the Platinum Showcase for Adventurers. It's going to be really scary, I'll have you know. Very, very scary. Okay, alright, I think I'm going to do it now. Let me just go in the Showcase info and just look at appearance rates and just look at the stuff that I need to avoid. Alright, so I have Navid. I have Ezolith. I don't have Mikoto. Mikoto would be really nice. Though I don't really need Mikoto either when you think about it in hindsight, because I already play a pretty good Verica. Xander would be nice. I already got Xainfried by accident. And of course I have Lily twice already. Then there's... Louise is kind of Hawk is... bleh. Hawk is just... bleh. Like seriously, I don't know why. I don't know why Lowwatt is so interested in upgrading his stuff for Hawk, because if the boss doesn't stun, like, all that damage you potentially could have is just wasted. Then there's Maribel, which I already have. I definitely want Julieta or Garuda. Nefaria is the same category as Hawk, so... When I really look at it, I only have, like, 4 heroes that I really want. Yeah, that's pretty bad odds. And you tell me earlier that you summoned... you have 9 out of 10, and you still somehow managed to get the one that you didn't want.
That is exactly right. It was Jack the Ripper.
Okay. Alright.
It was very bad. I also went and then rage summoned afterwards. Like,
rage summoned? Don't even start. Ooh, oh man,
yeah, it was not very good.
Oh, okay, alright, I'm gonna do it now. Let me just... 1500 Diamantium. Okay, so the price is the same as a normal. Good, they didn't deviate from the norm. Alright, I'm gonna go.
Let's see if you get that rainbow circle.
God, please, yeah, it would be pretty interesting. Alright. See a bunch of doves, and here we go with our guarantee 5-star, and it's only 1. It's only 1. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is it?
Here we go.
It's a bow. It's a bow. It's a bow. Ah! It's a bow. I mean, it's.
Wait, one could turn into one thing.
It's a bow. It's a bow. Why? It's a bow! Okay, alright. I'll just hope that it's 1 out of 3 that it's not the evil Hawk or evil Nefaria.
It's not that bad.
But can bosses get blinded? I've never seen a boss get blinded before. I have never seen a boss get blinded before. Dude, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Sisters of the Anvil. Here it is, it's Nefaria!
Avail yourself of my strength as you see fit.
Well, at least Nefaria is...
That's not that bad. That could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been Hawk. It could have been Hawk.
In fact, it was more likely than not you got one of the 2 win ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, Louise isn't so bad. It's just, she's just too much of a brocon, and one of her slots wasted on stupid, that stupid double buff that she can't even use.
Needs her brother to give that buff.
Yeah, like seriously, how much of a brocon can you be that you're crippled without him? Have you even seen her event quotes? All she does is talk about Lowen non-stop.
Yeah, I purposely didn't for that reason. I left all their stories.
Well, I saw the story and it was pretty deplorable. And then after I got my Wind Shrine maxed out, all she does is talk about Lowen. I will not let anyone take Lowen away from me. Lowen is mine. If Lowen's in trouble or something, I'll look at it later. Okay, so...
I think you get this weird, right?
So,
I might do mine right now.
Okay, are you gonna record it? You please record it and show me.
Yeah. Let me.
Don't spoil on the voice chat. Just show me when you recorded it. For now, though, I will look at this ability and think to myself, dude, what? Dude, like, how can I... She's built so much for blind, though. What if the enemy doesn't blind? Alright, so Knight of Antiquity does shadow damage. We all know about that. Twilight of Oblivion. Let's see. For the next 3 strikes... Oh, God. It's the same thing as Hawk, dude. It's the same thing as Hawk. Inflict blindness without fail. I mean, it's not so bad.
Alright, I'm gonna record this and I'll be back in just a sec.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep lamenting on my poll. Paralysis res. I mean, what does it have to be paralysis? Why? Why can't it have been, well, blind? It would have been kind of funny. I don't even think paralysis is even that bad of a ailment. Oh, God, please. It's not a bad ailment. And then blinded Punisher. 25% extra damage. When you think about it like that, I mean, Knight of Antiquity doesn't even do extra damage to blinded. It's just that it took up her entire ability slot. Nefaria really needs... I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm blinded by my sadness of getting Nefaria. Not that Nefaria is bad. She's hot. I mean, look at her. But I don't know. Full HP blindness. Come on, man. These are like effectively three wasted slots on the abilities.
Alright, I'm actually really happy with this. I got Xainfried.
Why'd you spoil it? You're supposed to show me it, and then I will talk about it.
Well, I already recorded it. I'm what you call it? What the hell is this thing? I'm converting the... It was, pretty intense.
Okay, alright. I like the way you put it, so be sure to show me right now. Okay, yeah, alright. So your thing is a little choppy. Now loading. I see 2 of those dudes. Alright. Here it comes. Oh, you got 1 as well? Dude, you have me thinking you got like more than 1 5-star.
Look what happens when the last game goes.
Alright, hey, alright, I'll see. I mean, I see the spear for Xainfried.
It was so crisp going around, and then right as that one came down, it fucking choppy slowed, and I was like, what is that one? What is it?
It just went plop. Well, the thing is with... I had that happen last time when I summoned for, whatchamacallit. I was summoning for, something. I don't remember what it was, but I got a Zephyr at the end. Plopped down just like that, except it was a pity breaker, because it was yellow. It came in the sky as yellow, but then when it dropped, it just plops down as a rainbow-colored dragon thing.
Yeah, those are always so creepy.
I love it. It was beautiful. But I keep looking at Nefaria, and I just can't think of a way to use her. Besides... I mean, do you know any bosses that are susceptible to blind? Because I don't know. Besides going to... besides using her in, like, Imperial Onslaught, like I would with Hawk, I mean, it's kind of like I summon Hawk, except, well, this one is hot, much more hotter.
I mean, it all depends on that blind thing. Like, I don't even know who's immune to what. I just know that stun is the one they're all immune to.
Yeah, stun is definitely all immune to, but blind is also a very crippling debuff, so I don't think bosses will have it. Unless they say they give them a less effective version, like make them miss like 10% of the time rather than like 90% of the time. But honestly, I should suggest that. I should just tell them, hey, listen, why don't you guys just, you know, make it so that these debuffs like stun or like blind are still proc on the bosses, just a lot less effective. Like stun lasts not very. Although that'll make Hawk so much harder to use, like you wouldn't believe. Maybe some other thing. Maybe stun on bosses like weaken their attacks or something. Because a split second of stun doesn't sound like a very good idea.
Yeah, like a lot of other like MMOs, whatever. If the boss would have an immunity to that thing, they would just change it to like, oh, it does a shit ton of damage. That's what they should.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so the boss missed like 10% of the time. It's still a boss, and, you know, it'll probably still hit you, and you'll probably still have the dodge mechanics, but that would be great. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do later. I'll just go and enter, like, a feedback. Tell them, hey, listen, we need this. Because, look, I don't even feel good about summoning Nefaria. This is terrible. She's not a dupe, but she can't use her. I can't use her like this. If the enemy doesn't get blinded, she's effectively a completely neutral unit. It's almost as if I'm using, like, some kind of foot soldier or something. I don't even know a good description for it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking him right now. He says he knows Zodiac is.
Zodiac? Zodiac is affected by blind?
Is immune to blind.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Zodiac can be blinded. That'd be crazy. Actually, I think I saw once that Jupiter got blinded.
It just reaffirms what you were saying. If the blind hits, she's pretty darn good, but otherwise she's just like.
Wait, so the bow update didn't actually drop yet?
I thought it did, but
Well, what she needs is a rework, really. Like, everything onto blind, come on, man. You can't just focus everything on the blind unless, you know, blind actually works. But even then, when you think about it like this, okay? If it does work the way I want it to, where, you know, it's just a weaker debuff, you can think of it as like a defensive thing for a ranged DPS. You know, like defense up for a ranged DPS. It's still kind of weird, don't you think? It's kind of like bad. This boosted damage has to be really amazing for it to be worth our time. Then again, the blinded Punisher does give 25%, which is quite a bit of extra damage. Provided that we're blinded.
It's very gimmicky, so if the payoff isn't there, it just doesn't really feel that real.
Well, on the bright side, it's not like that Brocon Louise who who has to actually have a whole character to do it with her. But when you think about it like that as well, though, I mean, yeah, Nefaria can proc it herself. Everything else I summon is garbage. But Louise's thing, when I think about it, could actually be somewhat decent. Because when you're gonna run, like, a high dragon, say high Mercury, well, I mean, you would have to run Lowen anyway, for the most part, unless you have a really beefed up Garuda guard, or Hildegard for the non-brain damage.
No, I think she's good very much for that grade, which is why I'm happy with her, because I think she's going to be very good on Mercury.
I hope so. But anyway, I'm looking at Louise, and you know what she says? I always worry about Lowen. I never want to leave his side.
She is some major problem.
Yeah. I won't let anyone have my Lowen. I won't let anyone have my Lowen. And then she says, I won't let anyone be
Does he say anything about her, though? Isn't his, like, I always learn so much stuff on doing
No. She just talks about Lowen. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Lowen. I won't let anyone have my Lowen. And then sometimes she says, I won't allow anyone to be hurt, but in all honesty, I'm pretty sure anyone also equates to Lowen. Seriously, that's all she talks about. Here, have you actually leveled up her card? Because you should look at it. It's pretty god awful.
Let's see.
Yeah, Louise's hobbies. It's like open wide, here comes the dragon. But spoons feed Lowen like he's a baby, like the most ridiculous thing. And you have like
Yeah, he's in the art too.
yeah. Well, of course. I mean, like Louise is all about all about Lowen.
Let me look at Lowen's art and see if she's in his.
I think so.
Nope, he's just by himself.
Oh, that's a good thing then. That is a wise decision on his part. Spoons are dangerous. Now come here, let me feed you. Louise is watched by Cleo and Elizan, both of whom decided that what she needed was a good hobby. So they suggested reading and painting and anything they could think of. Louise found herself engrossed in anything she tried and learned that she had rather surprising talents as well. When she first attempted at painting an apple went well, she began looking for a new subject. She added a few drops of pale green to her palette and began mixing with vibrant blues. She didn't even look at her subject before she started the portrait because she knew her brother better than anyone. The end result was so lifelike that Cleo and Elizan were awestruck, although they couldn't help but notice that she somehow managed to make even her supposedly relaxing hobby about her sibling. What is wrong with this person? Is there like no redemption for her whatsoever?
I was just soaking all that in. I mean, what the hell?
That's what those two are thinking as well in the background. They sweat and like, what the hell? How much did you summon on this banner? Because I actually don't like this banner whatsoever. Yo, let me do my daily
I got
summon.
very, very lucky. I think I did the 10 free ticket plus 3 more 10 goals.
What? You did 3 10 pulls? You use a ticket and 3 more? That's 4 in total, dude. What the hell? It's way too much.
I wanted Lowen and the dragon. I actually didn't really want at all. I just wanted the skill prep.
I suppose, but you did end up getting Lowen though, right?
Yeah, I got him and I got 2 Garudas.
2 Garudas? Holy shit, that's some luck right there.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
2 Garudas? Okay, that's worthwhile. I mean, at the very least, Garuda is a nice healing dragon. Meant to, of course, stick to Lowen. Like, I feel so bad for Lowen.
Like a big orgy with all of them.
With big boobs. I mean, okay, with Garuda, fine. I mean, she's a deity and all that, and then, you know, it's fine. At least it's not his sister.
The name of her skill, like, had something kiss. Let me.
Yeah, Temptress Kiss. It just does damage, but the problem with that stupid skill is that it does damage and it heals yourself. They're like, heal yourself? What the hell kind of healer does that? No, it just heals yourself. It's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to heal others.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have healing and damage, but I mean, nothing is going to compare to Phoenix ever again. It was probably a mistake.
Yeah, do you think that Phoenix was like just, you know, like done poorly or something? Did they just like made a mistake when they made Phoenix?
I really think Phoenix is overpowered, and like even though I spent to get MUD on it, I would not be that upset if they nerfed it because I really think it deserves.
Oh yeah, I mean I max and bound Phoenix, but even dude, for 15 seconds you're practically invulnerable. It is extremely powerful. 15 seconds worth of invulnerability, dude. How long do paladins get invulnerable bubbles in, like, WoW?
It's like 8 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, so you somehow managed to make something for an entire group for longer than a paladin bubble, which is a single use. It was single use, right? I could have sworn it was.
Yeah, there were, I think, 2 different ones, but they, like, shared a cooldown.
Well, point is that it somehow managed to be just as bad. Unless you get one-shotted, but in most cases, unless you play really bad, you don't get one-shotted.
Yeah, it was... I mean, it just was just way too much. They could have toned down the numbers, and I mean, I'm glad that the new dragons are on.
Did you see how much HP that Garuda actually heals, or did you never actually use Garuda?
I have not really used it much, but I will be soon.
You son of a bitch! What kind of asshole summons two Garuda and not even used her once?
This one.
Seriously?
I've been doing lots of random things, but Koto has had a lot of my focus.
Yeah, but you maxed out your, or at least you leveled your Louise, and you must have leveled your low, and you must have at least used her once. How is that possible?
No, because I've been using Zephyr.
For even for Lowen?
I actually haven't used him yet. He's just been on back.
Well, I guess it makes sense, dude. I still don't quite understand why you would want to get Lowen. You already have a Hildegard and she's got like what 5 point something might.
Yeah, 5.5 or something like
5.5. Did you max out the weapon?
Weapon is pretty much the only thing not maxed out.
So you maxed out. Yeah, you told me you had maxed out Joan of Arc, and you maxed her out. Did you 50'd her as well, right?
Yeah, I have extra Joan too, so she's not a level 100 yet, 90 something. But
Jesus Christ, dude.
96.
And you're. Oh my God, dude. She's gonna be like 5.8. She's gonna be like 5.8 when she's done. What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So, I want to have more healers for backline, so I just never got it.
But, I mean, like, that thing can already handle HMS. You know that.
Oh, yeah. But for just solo, dumb.
I suppose, but it's just you have such an overpowered healer. I wouldn't even summon on it. Even, I mean, yeah, you did get Garudas, 2 Garudas. You got extremely lucky, but I still feel like it's kind of, I don't know, like a bit of an overinvestment. And I haven't actually seen Garuda being used much, and I don't even think she heals that much for the user either. It looks like a one-time heal as well, so it's kind of like, Really, when I look at her, the only thing I could think about is the HP.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't have much better in that department, so it was kind of just filling the void. I don't think she's like amazing.
I think Joan of Arc is a lot stronger than her. I don't know, man.
Oh, definitely.
That huge-ass range?
Range is less, and the defense buff is pretty powerful and also triggers a lot of abilities on people.
Exactly. The double buffs and all that wonderful jazz is for 15 seconds, doesn't matter, but it's a huge defense bonus. And, well, I mean, sometimes prevention is better than just outright healing. At least, you know, when you play a healer, you know this.
Yeah, I mean, Lone was not necessary, but there's a chance based on what happens with Mercury that, like, you know, if they have some weird mechanic and you have to have a wind unit, I just like healing, so... But, I don't know that it was necessary.
So how did you figure with Louise, since you actually did use her quite a bit? Like, how's that arrow shower after you poison someone? Does it do, like, a chunks of extra damage, or is it just kind of like... Oh, like...
It's been pretty strong.
Double damage? 50% at least?
What's the multiplier? I think it's 50% more damage.
Pretty generous.
Yeah, she's a little clunky. I think bows just in general, like, the way their natural shot spreads out. Like, on a large boss, it's amazing, but, you know, if there's ads or whatever, it can be clunky. But for raids, you know, where you have a giant boss, it's all...
So, if, say, you were using your overdrive Punisher on a boss with overdrive, and you just walk up to it and just start chunking 3 shots into him, how quickly does the gauge go down?
Pretty fast. She's a bit reliant as well for the damage on getting those skills off, and her last attack on her, you know, like the 5th one, the last shot, charges the skill a lot. You need to land that one.
Ah, it's kind of like how with my Verica when I have this last shot, which is this big old ball that comes out kind of slow, and if I miss it,
So,
yeah. Then again, yeah,
and when the enemy starts running and it starts curving and doesn't get there, it's so annoying.
Ah, yeah, you tell me. You tell me. I've seen this happen a few times in HMS, and if I miss that one, guess who's not going to get heals?
It's only fun when it curves like that and then it accidentally hits something else that runs into the path, and then it's like...
And I've just noticed that Lowen appears in Louise's picture. God damn it.
Yeah.
Just in the corner of this picture. That's so deplorable. Why is there such a deplorable character?
Also, it looks like she's got, you know, hanging dong if you look at it in one way.
Ah!
There.
I'm trying. I would not have noticed. You told me. Now I'm never going to unsee it. Dude, what the hell? Her dong is gigantic. It's massive.
Well, it's for Lowen.
God, I can see why Lowen is so goddamn scared of her.
Yeah, he's just sitting alone in his...
Dude, he's like in the fetal position in this picture. He's in a fetal position. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, God.
Yes, much better. So, you know what? I haven't looked at Xainfried at all. And I'm actually kind of happy because I feel like the HP buffs, especially on, like, we don't have that many 5-star Lancer ones, so...
Xainfried is actually pretty nice. I actually have one because I accidentally summoned him. So, let's see. What does he have? Dragon Frost Fang, which is a standard attack. You know, I kind of wish that Xainfried has the buff, one of those buff skills that the other water units have, is if they get more buffs, they do extra damage. Because right now, Dragon Frost Fang is just damage. It doesn't have any crazy effects to it. Then there's Guardian's Fury, which increases the team strength. It could be nice. But
15 is pretty good.
Yeah, 15 is pretty good. Still, another skill, I think, might be better. I mean, think about it like this, okay? When you use a skill, it's like what? Usually gauged around, like, for 5-star units, usually gauged around, like, at least 900% damage to your normal attacks. So, I feel like having another attack skill is probably better in the long run. I mean, not in the long run, in a short term, but I guess in a long run, if it's a long raid or something like that, Guardian of Fury could. But still.
So what's the claws one that he has? It says increases strength.
Yeah. So his playstyle is all about grouping up with someone with Dragon Haste or something like that, and just keep turning into a dragon. I think the strength increase is pretty sizable after a couple times. I think it was like 10 or 15% each time or something like that. It's actually pretty sizable. And then you have the dragon time, which you could stack with the cards. Remember I told you about this testing I did before? Well, unfortunately, you can't stack it on other characters for him, so that he could get like 40% extra time. But you can finally put that dragon card to use. Did you actually get Garuda's card? Because that would be pretty decent on him.
Let me see.
Because Garuda's card is like 10% dragon time and like, what, skill damage or something like that? I don't remember. I have to look at it.
Dragon time 8%.
Oh, you did get it?
Yeah.
You lucky bastard! Dude, what the hell is this? You got a lot of fun toy from this. I mean,
I think I had another dragon time thing somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah, it's probably Dragon Brethren. I actually have the card. Because that's the only other one I remembered.
But wait, 2% versus, what's this have? Oh, the new one's better.
The new one... Oh, wait. The new one is Broken Punisher, not skill damage. Still pretty good, though. I mean, Broken Punisher 25% is a lot of extra damage.
Yeah, I think that's better than the other one.
Yeah.
Fling res.
Yeah, the Dragon Breath one has, like, a longer shapeshift time at, like, max and bound. We're talking about, like, 13%. This one's at 10%, but 3% is, like, a split second. So... This is actually really, really good. You son of a bitch. You got so many good stuff from that banner. You summoned only 4 10 volts? Never mind, I take back what I said.
Well, I did get... I got something on a daily heal thing. It might have been...
Well, regardless of what, Gale of Beauty is definitely the card that you want to have on your Xainfried, I think. That Broken Punisher and the Dragon Time stacks on his Dragon Time. Yeah. Yeah. He can be pretty powerful.
He might be good for the Fire Raid.
Well, it depends on how that goes. What was the resistance on him? Let me double check again.
Is it burn?
If it's burn, then kind of iffy. Burn is like one of the weakest, even weaker than paralysis. And people won't even talk about paralysis. Yeah, it's burn. I mean, I guess if it's a particularly strong burn, like it's literally just melting your skin off kind of thing, then I suppose. But generally, I don't see anybody complain about burn. There's actually a heal. There's actually a healer that removes burn. The male Adia, Thaniel. He can do that pretty nicely. Though I don't know.
I've never seen anyone use that guy.
Oh, I actually kind of like him because he looks like a Dia, but yeah, he's only got that, and he's got like what, a defense bonus or a defense buff or something. That's one of the problem with healers these days. They when they carry extra skills like that instead of another heal, it hampers them a little. But I used them quite a bit during the Fragonaut business. Yeah, increase entire team.
With those ones, I feel like it's almost necessary to purposely take the lower weapon to get that.
Oh, but he has Gauge Inhibitor. Now I look at it, Gauge Inhibitor is actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Oh, wait, no. Inhibitor, though. It slows increase. So how does it work exactly? Is it just for your attacks, or is it for the entire team? It's probably just your attacks, though. Gauge Inhibitor? Yeah, I have to look that up. Gauge Inhibitor, huh? I feel like it's only for your attacks. Gauge Inhibitor. Dragalia lost. Of course, some other people have already looked at that before. So, character's ability like Gauge, blah, 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 Gauge Inhibitor. Oh, it goes up to 30%. I feel like it's only for you. If that's the case, then it's a really terrible skill. Yeah, that's really terrible, then. It would be nice if it's like it works for your team, but if it's just for Thaniel himself, that's really terrible.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
You know, I got excited for a second. I thought it would have been like... It would have been like Ellie Zan's one where she breaks it faster, but nope, it's the Inhibitor. What the hell, dude? Oh god, he's absolutely terrible then. I liked him. I like his art. I find him cool. I like his deep-ass voice, but this is not good. There's like so many characters that are just like crippled.
Yeah, I want to use more of those stars, but I mean, I like my
Rodrigo. I actually have one of him as well. I think I have all the 3 stars. He's all just damage though, isn't he?
Yeah, but his skills charge pretty quickly. He's pretty self-synergistic.
Well, you know, that's what I think about all the 3-star characters too. They all just attack quickly. They don't have any special tricks or anything, but they attack quickly. That's in of itself a special trick, I think, because all the 5-star characters, like 10 years to unleash their moves. Like Lily, for instance, paints the ground with this big-ass thing, And then afterwards, the ice comes out. So the enemy had like a million years to dodge. Whereas, say, Rodrigo or something, they just there, done. Damage
Sometimes the longer iframe can be nice for dodging. The only one that I found that's way too long is Ezolith, and that's just really stupid.
Well, it's good against the HMS balls, but yeah, even then, if you get stuck in a situation where there's a large purple AoE, you're dead. It makes Ezolith kind of like not that good to begin with because of that stupid move. Because you're dead. You don't even move very far with Howling Meteor. Once you start using it, you kind of just like slowly move around a little bit, and then you just Yeah,
when I've used it as a support skill, I feel like I just lose all control. I'm just sitting there.
It's not a good move at all. It can be used to dodge that ball attack, but if he doesn't throw any curveballs or anything. HMS has very predetermined patterns. So if you actually know the pattern, you'll be fine. But I see a lot of Ezolith healing. I see a lot of Ezolith just like, oh, I used it at the wrong time, and then you get hit by the very, very lethal whirlwinds.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed with Ezolith. One thing about the iframes you were talking about, some of them jump, and you can jump over things on the ground, and I've used that a lot. I find it very good.
Oh yeah. There are some really good ones that you can. If you jump over the ground, not even purple can hit you. Because I've done that a couple times with aerial attacks, like you know how with sword attacks you have like a fourth or fifth swing where you fly up in the air. You can actually dodge attacks with that. That's really nice.
Yeah, it feels really nice to do that. Just leap over. Although I don't like the knockback on that thing.
On the what?
Sword fish attack.
Well, it happens. I mean, Spear has that problem as well. But anyway, why don't we go do some dailies or something? I think we talked enough. We will probably end up talking about the entire game if we keep this up.
True. Let's get some dailies done.
Alright, let's go back to the channel.